Hello there, I'm Benny and I welcome you to this video. This is my second part of the Clan Generator Challenge series I have currently going on, and the first part will be both linked in the description and at the end of this video. I firstly have to thank all of you for the comments and just the really positive reception to the first part, because I really didn't anticipate it, because I've been like dead for the past 2 years without posting anything, so this video, or the video before this one taking off, was just insane to me, especially in just the span of like 3 weeks, I think. I mean, it happened also in the first few days, but that's not the point. Anyway, this part will be entirely focused on DesertClan's other warriors, because I had 1 warrior in the first video, and now we will have the 5 others in this one, because yes, I took the time to draw 5 cats instead of only the 4, like I did in the first. And the third video will be focused on 5 cats again as well, but they will be the clan's apprentices. Without further ado, we get to our first warrior. Hornet Whiskers, a cream classic pseudo-tabby tom with long fur and yellow eyes. I might have taken a very stereotypical route with this, but I made Hornet Whisker a very angry and easily irritated cat because he's called Hornet, and hornets are kinda vicious little creatures. But I'm not gonna go further into that. That will be decided, or be a focus of a lower video that will eventually come. For now I will focus on what the hell a pseudo-tabby is, because I didn't know myself. This is more of an assumption because I noticed that the generator only made like red and cream tabbies, pseudo-tabbies, which made me remember that for some reason the red gene that's both responsible for like red cats and cream cats is a gene that always displays stripes. Though through selective breeding, in some cats it's like hardly visible to see the stripes, but even if they visually look like the cats have stripes, on the genetical level they do not possess them. They are like an entirely one-colored cat, and that has led me to believe that all pseudo-tabbies in the generator are technically one-colored cats, but just visually show stripes. But to stop blabbling all the time, I'm just gonna be quiet and let you enjoy the time-lapse of this angry little lad. Here's Hornet Whisker all done. I gave him somewhat of a goatee, more based on the fact that in the German version, all the cats that have the suffix whisker, or have the suffix beard, if I were to translate it into English, because one of the many names for whiskers in German is like per beard, and I think that's funny, so I just wanted to give like a little nudge towards that. But I will not, once again, not speak too much about the characters, because that will be like in another video entirely. So we will move on to the second warrior of this video. Mellow Fur is a short-haired white she-cat with a black and red mackerel calico tabby tail and ears and golden eyes. Jesus, that was a mouthful. But anyway, she's practically a fat cat, just with calico patterns. I want to use the opportunity with Mellow Fur to talk about calico and tortoiseshell cats and how they genetically work, quote-unquote. All colors in cats are linked to the sex, or well, linked to the chromosomes that define the sex or decide on it. Like, they're all linked exclusively to the X chromosome as far as we know. That's why calico and tortoiseshell cats usually are she cats and not tomcats. In the very, very rare cases that a calico or tortoiseshell cat is genuine calico cat, they usually have the chromosome code or the sex chromosomes of XXY. And that usually causes them to be infertile. But of course, there's also calico tomcats that are instead chimeras, so they just are like two kittens that have merged in the womb and therefore display different colors. But there's also like the somatic mutation that occasionally shows up. I don't know enough about it to talk confidently about it, therefore I will just stick to what I know, which is, well, all colors are like on the X chromosome, and therefore that's why calico cats are most of the time she cats. Really apologize for being so rambly. It's like kinda difficult to talk about genetics because they're difficult, and I'm also like not really sure if I am explaining them in a way it makes sense, but I do hope I somehow succeeded. And even then, you can always ask questions. I will try to elaborate in the comments. But here's Mellowfur all done. I personally imagine her as Ravenstar's daughter. I have like a very tiny family tree slowly starting to form, so that's something you can look forward to. But for now we will swiftly move on to the third warrior of the video. Laburnum Ear is a black and red classic tortoiseshell tabby she-cat with short fur and yellow eyes. When I reached Laburnum Ear was when I decided to not follow the descriptions as closely anymore, because this clan literally has like 5 she-cats that are red and black tabby cats, and I decided no more. So I made Laburnum Ear a cream and blue tabby instead of the red and black. Technically it's right, it's just like the dilution gene applying to her. The dilution gene pretty much just lightens up the colors and is a recessive gene, therefore it doesn't show up as often, but still often enough that it's obviously a recognized color in most cats. What I am most happy with is the ears I gave her, because I wanted to like acknowledge that laburnums have like drooping flower branches, so I made her ears droopy, which I find very cute. And I will once again be quiet, let you guys enjoy the time lapse. she is. She's probably gonna be like one of the harder designs, mostly because of the squiggly classic tabby markings. But I just think they are pretty, and that's it, even if I'm probably never gonna draw her again. Anyway, onto the fourth cat of this video. Shadowclaw is a black mackerel tabby tom with short fur and hazel eyes. Well, here's me doing what I talked about in the first video. I am making Shadowclaw a smoke tabby instead of just the regular black tabby, because, oh, come on, his name is Shadowclaw. I'm not gonna just go with the regular black tabbies here. I really don't have to say a lot about him. He's just a chunky lad with polydactyly, so he has 5 toes on each of his paws. Well, 6 on his front feet if we count the dual claws. But yeah, so enjoy the time lapse for this lad. Shadowclaw is the second youngest warrior in DesertClan, and the last cat I will be drawing is going to be the youngest warrior in the clan, and I have a few things to say with her. Leechfoot is a short-haired black and red classic tortoiseshell she-cat with golden eyes. I decided to use a friend's cat as the pose reference because I just think she sits so funny all the time. The cat is called Gemini and I love her even though I couldn't meet her yet, but I might give Leechfoot Gemini's personality, I'm not sure yet. I'm mostly focused on the fact that I just love the way she sits all the time and I wanted to have like fun with the poses, therefore a funny sitting pose, sitting like a person. Anyway, with Leechfoot I also once again somewhat deviated from the description because I decided to make her a pseudo tabby. That's why she's gonna be like entirely black and have like the ginger patches, and I really don't have a lot more to say to her. I was just very excited over the fact that I like referenced a friend's cat for this, and so enjoy the last time lapse until I will be back at the end of the video. Here's the clan's youngest warrior done. Peachfoot honestly might be one of my favorite cats. I'm looking forward to thinking of what to do with her in the clan lore, because I feel like she might be something special. Anyway, I once again really thank everybody for watching this video and how well perceived the last one was as well. Or just in general, just the entire reception of the video was just overwhelming to me, and I'm very grateful. And I hope to see you again in the future of like the third part and whatnot. But it might take a while for me to finish because I work full time for 40 hours a week, so I will see whenever I have the time to like get to drawing and editing the video together. So I will see you then. Also, yes, that in the background is the Wobbledogs soundtrack, and I'm not gonna stop using it.